Then pull up the toes. Again, just being mindful of our weight between the front of our foot into that mid-metatarsal joint, and then back into those heels. So this time, heels down. So anchor the weight down into your heels, yeah? And then grow tall, nice and tall and long. Lift up through the right arm, and then down in the left arm. And every time you lift the arm, think about picking up those ribs, lengthen them away from the pelvis. And again, inhale, exhale, look at, hand down and look over your right shoulder, and then over your left shoulder. And again, over to your right, and then to left. Now, this is going to be a lovely mobility workout for you today. So if you're feeling stiff, we go from top of the head to the bottom of the feet and go through every joint and mobilize it. Then we'll start our Pilates. Right, so let's go forward and back. So we're going to go into our posterior and then anterior tilt. There we go. Push through. Again, so pushing back, posterior and anterior. Lovely. There we go. All right, lovely. Now, from here, just drop it now into the center, and then you're just going to release each hip bone. So you think about just the top of the pelvis here, picking it up, yeah? So feeling the space sink, yeah, together. There we go. One more time, and then let's just get ready to just do our last plane of movement and then go into our rotation. There we go. All right, and then we'll go around the other way. And then 3, 2, and 1. Great stuff. Staying into the center, lift the shoulders up and take them back. And this time I'm going to bring them forward, shoulders forward into a kyphotic pose, yeah, like rounded back. Then into center, and then pull them back, yeah. So we do it again. So forward into flexion, back, and then retract the shoulders. And again, so you come forward, close the chest, and then open the chest. Bring the shoulders down away from the ears, and then close the shoulders up and lower. So use your breath. Inhale, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale. Now on your last one, bring the shoulders down as low as you can away from the ears. Take your right hand onto your shoulder and then circle that around. That's it. And again, 3 and 4. And then 4 on the other side. There we go, round we go. And you're keeping the hips nice and still, so no movement really here. Okay, hands down into dark pose. Just side bend over. Now as you lift up, about a second pause and then go over. Yeah, up to the top, then start again. Over the top and through. Now as you're coming into that side bend, you're keeping your both heels onto the ground. Okay, no lifting off. And you're keeping this area nice and square. So you're not moving. Just think about still here, neutral pelvis. One more time, over to your right, and then over to your left. Wonderful. Take both hands now onto the shoulders, and then circle around. So 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Open the arms. I want you to bring the hands up, so the palms are up to the ceiling, and then take them the other way, yeah? So turn them as much as you can, yeah? So up, and then through, yeah? Up, and through. And just rock and roll through those shoulders. Okay, one more time. Right. Now, bring the back of the hands, little bow together, and open, yeah? So it's not a big, this is all about mobilizing the upper back, yeah, just upper. So notice it's a little bow, and try not to. I know some people kind of doing this, yeah, not that. It's just about cervical, little bit of thoracic, Mobilizing, think upper back, not lower. That's it. Now bring the right arm over the top. So we're going to lift it over and then over the other side. One more time. Lift it over and then over the other side. Wonderful. Take your arms down at the side of you, legs open a little bit wider, and then just rock your hips side to side. Okay? Just get these hips moving. I'm going to change it. I'm going to do 2 on my right. Here we go. 1, 2, and then 2 on the left. That's it. Like you're pushing that hip over. Yeah? Push it into that corner. Push. That's it. 1 and 2. Center, right hand onto the shoulder. And I'm going to take this from the top now. We're going to do 4 circles. And then we're going to do 4 circles on the left. Think about making a circle with the elbow. Yeah, round we go. 3, that's it, and 4. And then place that hand on and then do them together, just for 4. Easing it back. 3 and 4. Wonderful. Open your arms and then just kind of rock and roll through. Turning the palms up and round. Yeah, up and round. Now, stay still. Bring the back of the hands together and open. And again. Now I'm going to go into a rib isolation with you here. So I'm going to move side to side. Yeah. Side to side. That's it. Then I'm going to bring the back of the hands together. Round we go and open. And again. And then you're going to take the right arm over the top and then the left arm over the top. Okay, rib isolation. 1 just to 4, 3 and 4. Back of the hands together. 1 and open. And then you're going to rainbow over the top for 4. So that's your 1 and 2 and 3. Now hands and wrists. Okay, so you're going to bring the hands together. Going to push them away, stretch the fingers, lift to the top and lower. So hands come together, push away, hands, wrists, fingers. Yeah, hands, wrists, fingers. One more time, down, through, lift and lower. Taking the arms down, bring your feet a little bit closer in. Tap forward with the right and then push back. Yeah, so it's like 1 and push back. And again, I'm making a little semicircle with the leg, yeah? In and round. Take that through, tap the other side, 1 and round. That's it. Tap in 1 and round. I'm just giving a little bit of hip mobility here, nice and gentle. Yeah, nice and gentle. Wonderful. Taking your hands into a little clasp like that. Place them down between the knees. Hold your hands between your knees as a circle. So it creates some mobility through the knee joints and then round the other way. Then we're going to work all the way down the body. All the way down. Okay. Lovely. And then lift it up and through. Shoulders back and down. Take the right knee up into a knee lift and then the left. Yeah? Little knee. So we've started to get the knees nice and warm just by that rotation. And now we're going to just lift and lower. That's it. Lift and lower. Right. Now, heels. We're going to place the feet together and we're just going to come up and rock and roll through the feet, yeah? Just rock and roll. So notice I'm bringing up the toes and then sitting back on the heels. Okay, 2 more. Now back into the heels and down into a little squat. Bring your arms forward and then open to lat raise. Yeah. So bringing them forward and open to lat raise. Yeah, so round we go. Forward and raise. One more time. Forward and raise. Now take the right foot away and then just do a heel and a toe. Yeah, so it's just a planted dorsiflexion. Yeah, plant it, dorsi. There we go. So now I'm going to change sides. So I'm going to bring that foot in and then I'm going to change sides. And this again, this is an action when we're walking. Now this is really going to help our walking gait. And if we don't create mobility, flexibility, strength in these areas, we're going to lose it. And when we're walking, we're going to end up not doing plantar dorsiflexion. We're going to end up doing shuffle, shuffle. And then, as well aware, if you've got elderly parents, falls are so common because we're shuffling, leaning forward, and then not working through their ankles. So this is really important. When I teach the other side, when I teach elderly people, very much focus on this exercise, all right? Okay, and then change sides. I'm going to add in on my next one a knee lift, yeah? All right, so let's go over to the right side. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 knees, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't have to bring your arm across if you don't want to. You know, it's up to you. Yeah. It's everything moving, doesn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. So you should be feeling warmer now. Okay. Let's mobilize the lower back. So let's roll it down, coming into your flexion, into an extension, sorry, and then coming up into your flexion. Yeah, and again, down and away, into an extension, and then back into a flexion. Okay, 2 more. There we go. Into an extension, and then back into flexion. Wonderful. Taking yourself all the way up, shoulders back and down. And let's go from the very top, and then we're going to move on. So just move your hips from side to side. And let them move freely side to side. Let's do 2 right, yeah? 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. That's it. 1 and 2. Now take your right hand onto your shoulder and circle around for 4. So this is just my little mobility sequence, just working through the body, head to toe. And so this is the perfect workout for you if you're feeling stiff. 1 more. All right, and then both arms. Around we go. 2, 3. Okay, let's rotate those shoulders. So we're going to go up and through, yeah? Rock and roll. Well, that's it. Now, palms down, rib isolation. So we go side to side. Remember, pelvis stays still, we're working from the ribs only. Okay, now stay in the center and then drop it forward. Little bow, remember, it's just chin to chest. There's a very little bow and then over the top. Over the top and over the top. Again, let's do that bow. So you wrap it round and open it out, yeah? So wrap and scoop and open it out over the top, keeping the abdominals braced the whole time. Okay, hands, wrists, fingers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2. Lift and lower. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last time. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Go into a side bend right, and then center, and then side bend left, and center, and again, over the top, and center, over the top, and center. Bring the right knee up, and then the left. That's it. Just we're going to do another 4 knee raises. 1, 2, 3, then place both feet down, tap, and circle back. Tap, circle back, yeah? Tap, circle back, tap. So you've got that rotation very gently through the hip, yeah? Round we go. Lovely. In, round we go. Then we're going to rock and roll through the feet. So we're going to come up onto the toes and then back onto the heels. So you lift and back, yeah? Up and back. 2 more. 1, down into those heels, and 2. Plantar dorsiflexion. 1 and 2, 2 knees, 1 and 2. Yeah, other side. 1 and 2, 2 knees, 1 and and 2. Well done. Let's roll that all the way down to the floor. As well as if you can, you don't want to go to the floor, you don't have to. So nice and low, as low as you can today. And then up we go. Pilates roll up. Take your arms up and push back into a little back bend. And then bring your chin down towards your chest. You're going to roll this down, all the way down to the floor, as far as you can down. And then inhale, exhale, and roll that out. Shoulders, one more time. So back extension. Now, bring the feet together, hands down at the side of you. Give me a squat, and then open your arms into lat raise. Yeah. So you're going forward raise, front raise, to lateral raise. Yeah. 2 more. 1, and open. Last time. 2, and open. Place the arms back down to the side of you. Step the right foot away. Side bend over the other side. 1 more time. Over. And then we're going to do our flexion extension of our lower spine. Roll down. We're going to come into our extension. Pushing the hips away and then coming up into your flexion. And again, so into your extension. And this time we're going to travel back up as we come into that little flexion until we come all the way to the top. You take your shoulders back and down, circle around and circle around the other side. And then 2 together. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Okay, I'll take my top off, it's getting warm. Let's take our hand weight, right? Let's take our 1 hand weight or anything you can find in the house with a little bit of weight to it, yeah? So the only thing I can think of is a water bottle. And if you are so organised, you could have filled that water bottle with some sand, couldn't you? Make it a little bit heavier. Okay, so if you haven't got weights and you are working with a water bottle, I just had a conversation earlier at the class about what weight should I buy. Absolute minimum, I would say, ladies and Nick, we talked about, had this conversation, minimum of 2, because you will grow out of these weights so quickly and it'll just end up not using them and being left around the house, etc. So let's stand up nice and tall, all right, so nice and tall. So the shoulders are down. Now we've done a full mobility. The body should feel nice and warm, right? Never would we pick up weights, ever, even if they're 1 kilo, and start doing workout with them in a cold format. So I'm just going to come up into a front raise and I'm going to lower it down. So all I'm going to do is keep things nice and simple today. Right, so I'm going to work upper and lower body. I'm going to channel one side of the body and then the other. I'm going to step out on my right leg into a squat. And I'm going to step out into my left leg. So I'm doing a side squat. Yeah. So I'm doing side. There we go. So it's like your suitcase, yeah? From just keeping it on your right side with that weight. 1 more time. Now I'm going to take the right leg back. And I'm going to shift my weight forward. All right, so I'm going to show you from my side. I've come here, yeah? This is where I'm not stood up, yeah? Not here, standing up nice and tall. So I'm at about a 45 degree. Stay in here. I'm going to bring the weight up in towards my shoulder, and then I'm going to lower it down, yeah? In towards the shoulder and lower. So just think of it like into that little pocket there. Up we go. Then we can make it, we can add in rotation. So as I come up, I'm going to go into a rotation, yeah? Lower, back into rotation. So you're really retracting that shoulder blade. Yeah? 2 more, 1 and 2. Okay, lovely. Step it back in and bring it back up to the top. Still staying on this side, we're going to go into a hammer bicep curl. So can you see when I'm doing my bicep curl, my elbow is in really tight into my waist. Yeah, so I'm taking it up, inhale to exhale, and again, inhale to exhale. 2 more, 1 2. Now we're going to take the weight into both hands and place it in front of us. I'm going to come up into a front raise, just in line with my shoulders, as I did when I did the single, and then I'm going to lower. So I'm going to come up to front raise and lower, keeping the abs nice and strong. So our core muscles are keeping the back straight and long. We really need to look after our core all throughout the day, not just about doing it through Pilates, keeping it strong and versatile. One more time, okay. Now I'm going to place the weight into my left arm. I'm going to come up into a front raise. Okay, so I'm just bringing the weight up. Now notice I'm still doing it in a hammer position. So I'm leading up with my thumb, right? So my thumb up and lower. And I prefer this position because it's much nicer on the wrists, yeah, on your hands and wrists, than placing it into a position like that, yeah, not so nice. Right? Just try it, swap it around. You might prefer it that way. I'm going to do, that's it. Okay, let's step out to the left, step out, and then step out to the right. Step, that's it. Try step out, and the other side. Okay. You can do whatever you like with this hand, yeah. But try not to, if you are going to place it onto your thigh, that's all right, but don't push up. Don't push up there. One more. Then I'm going to step back on my left leg. Back I go. Lean it forward. Weight onto the supporting leg, and then bring it up. So before, I'm not going to add in rotation yet. Bringing it into the back pocket. Yeah. In we go. And again, when you're using weights, guys, it's not about pulling and this, yet make it fluid. So the whole movement, then rotation. Back we go. Yeah. And again, back we go. Push back. 2 more. 1 and 2. Lovely. I'm going to step it in and I'm going to do a bicep curl, staying in that hammer position. Yeah, elbow in. Elbow comes in. That's it. Lift and lower. There. 1. Because the elbow stays in nice and tight. Yeah. And there we go. So I'm working through the bicep. But if I'm working, we usually work muscles in pairs. Yes, we work a front muscle, work a back muscle. We work the muscles at the front of the body, work at the back. So the opposite, this is the agonist, and the antagonist is the one behind. And that is called tricep. I'm sure you knew that anyway. All right, so let's do tricep. So I'm going to take the weight into my right hand, yeah? And I'm going to, from here, I'm just going to push it back into the corner. Yeah, it's like a push back. So it's a tricep hook back, yeah? So, on the side. So I'm kind of going back into my corner, yeah? Back into the corner. Push it back. That's it. It's going up into a diagonal almost, yeah? But you're not swaying, you're not moving here, yeah? So it's a back and in, yeah? Back and in. Let's change it over 8. 1 and 2. So you're just pushing the arm into the corner. You should feel it. Back of the arm, guys, back of the arm. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, combination coming up, and then we're down onto the floor. Bringing it round. Again, this time I am going to do a front raise with my palm facing in, and you'll know why in a moment, okay, that will make more sense. So I'm going to go up into a front raise, I'm going to go into a lat raise, and I'm going to do 2 upright rows. There's my upright row 1, and there's my upright row 2. Yeah? So we do front raise 1, out to the side lat, up into 2 upright rows. Okay, 2 more. So 1 and lower, 2 and lower, 2 upright rows again. Last time, 1 and two. 2 upright rows. Now at the end of this set, you really should now feel that in the shoulders, change sides. 1, lat raise. 2, out into 2 upright rows. You've got 3 more sets, yeah? 1 and 2, 2 upright rows. So you're halfway. Okay, keep those glutes locked on. Don't let them go. No jelly-like. So when you're doing lat raise, you're not swinging the body, you're keeping the arm in line with the shoulder. And then 2 upright rows. Okay, take the weight into both hands, halo around, over the head and around. And then round the other way, round, halo. All right, so taking your legs nice and wide, you're going to pretend that this weight is a big spoon, all right? A big spoon. And we've got a pot in front of us. And we're going to stir what's in that pot, all right? So you're going to take the weight, you're going to take this spoon, and you're going to come around over the front, in and back. Yeah? Round, give it a big stir. And notice I just bend in those knees. You don't have to, you can stay up straight if you want to. But as I'm transferring the weight, I'm coming around and then back. Yeah? Big stir. 1 more each side and the stew should be ready. 1 more. Round we go. And through. Hands down in front of you. Coming down into a little sumo squat. So the legs are wide down to sumo and lift up. Yeah, and again, down into sumo and lift. You've got 2 more. So you're down to 1 and lift up. Last time. And 2 and lift up. Okay, wonderful. Jump feet together, place them together, place your weight down. Okay, down, and then we're just going to roll your mat out. All right, so roll your mat out. Okay, all right, so we're going to come down onto the floor. We're going to keep your mini ball close because we're going to use our mini ball when we're down. Okay, so roll it down, nice and gentle, allowing the arms just to hang there a moment. Then you're going to walk forward, and then you're going to come into your calf stretch. And then immediately, when I'm in my calf stretch, I'm going to just change the weight, transfer the weight from right to left. Just pedal push through. And 2, and 1. Okay. Heels down into the ground. Drop the knees down. Walk the hands away, and then sit into your child pose. Then bring yourself up to all 4s. I'm going to come around and show you this way, actually, just see what I've done. I'm going to just keep my heel of my hand down on the floor. My fingers are spread out, and I'm just going to transfer my weight from right to left. Yeah, just right to left. Right, now, as I'm going to do a leg extension at the same time. So as I come over to my right side, I'm going to take my left leg away and point the toe away, and then bring that in. And as I transfer over to the other side, point the right toe down and in. And so you're going to feel it right into the outer thigh, into the glute medius. Out we go. So transferring my weight, and my opposite leg comes away. 1 more time. In, and then press away. Wonderful. Bring that down now. We're going to come forward. Come onto the floor and come down into a lion position. Take your legs nice and wide. All right, so nice and wide. You've got your mat, wide mat. Take your legs wide. And take your arms into a aeroplane position. Okay. I'm going to keep my head in line with my spine. I'm going to lift my arm off the floor, and as I do, I'm looking at my hand. Yeah. So this is now rotation through thoracic. Up we go. Yeah. And again. So rotation and lower, other side. Rotation and lower. Now, if you want to lift the opposite leg, yeah, so your legs are wide, open. So you lift the opposite. Again, don't push your abdominals into the mat. Keep them nice and strong, as if you're in a plank position. So up we go, and lower. One more time. Up we go, and lower. Hands towards the chest, sit back, and child's pose. Okay. All right, time for our mini ball. Guys, take your mini ball. I'm going to start in a seated position. I'm going to place the mini ball rather than behind the pelvis. I'm going to come so it's in the center of my back. Okay, center of my back. Okay, just kind of between the shoulder blades, somewhere around there. Yeah. Okay. Digging your hands just at the side of your head. So you're just going to kind of lift up as if you're peeling away from the ball and then back. Okay. And again, lift up, squeeze as tight as you can. So you really want your body away from that ball as far away as you can. Yeah? And again, so lift up and lower. One more time. Inhale, exhale, lift up and lower. Now I'm going to bring my right elbow, and as I do, I'm going to take it across the body, and I'm going to pick up on my left knee, yeah? And lower. So as I lower, I take my head, neck, and shoulders back, not here, yeah, just this position, and then away and back, yeah. So this is a level 1, right? This is going to be, we're going to call this our level 1 bicycle. Okay, level 1 bicycle. Push, sit. Now I'm going to take this up to a level 2. Give it a go, and if you don't like it, just go back to this. So I'm going to take my right leg to tabletop, and then my left leg to tabletop. Okay. Then same position, same exercise. So I'm going to take my right elbow to my left knee, and then I'm going to come back. And then the other side. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to bring the knee in towards the elbow, elbow to knee. Then it comes back to tabletop. Away. And in. Yeah. And again. Push away. And in. And away. In. 2 more. 1 on each side. Last one. Place the feet down, come up into a seated position and take the ball away from you. Okay. Then come back down onto the ground, taking the mini ball and place it just behind the pelvis, all right? So this is quite nice when you've been upright and your abs really should be burning in that. It's a tough exercise, placing ourselves in that position. Let's go into frog. What I did at the beginning, okay, so frog position. No, I didn't do it here, actually. I did it as Dice did. Okay, frog position. I'm going to lift the legs up to the ceiling. Now, notice, let me show you my feet. See, frog. Toes are apart, Pilates V. So, from there, open the knees, feet come down towards the glutes, yeah? And then away. So, this is relatively quite easy, isn't it? Feels quite nice. In and away. Yeah? So, you're bringing your knees into the chest. We're on the ball, being on the ball, the pelvis is tilted, so this is a lot more comfortable to do this. So let's start putting a little bit more magic into this. So if you want to work a little bit harder, remember we always talk about, it's not about the quantity of what we do, it's about the quality and making this work for you. So notice now, I'm bringing my heels to my bottom, and then away to a 45 degree. Now this is where you can play around with the height of your legs. Yeah, you decide, do you want them, if you go high to the ceiling, not a lot of contraction in that area, a lot of core strength, but the moment you maneuver those legs away, you feel that pull, can't you, into those tummy muscles, yeah? And again, I'm going to make it a little bit harder. So rather than bringing the heels into the bottom, I'm going to take them to the floor, and then I'm going to push them away. So this has become harder at the lower end and harder at the top end. Again, using what I've taught you, go back to placing the heels towards the bottom. And again, here we go, one more time. Lift away and bring those knees in and relax. Okay, shoulder bridge. Take your feet down onto the mat. Lift away from the ball and come back onto the mat. Now take the ball behind the knee, right behind the knee. Now the reason I want the ball behind the knee is our hamstring here, the muscle at the back of the thigh, is working super, super hard. It's going to work even harder in a moment. So just open your arms, relax your upper body. As I lift up into a shoulder bridge, I'm going to take my left leg away, and then I'm going to bring it back down. Yeah. So as I lift up nice and high, lift the leg away, point the toe, and then bring it back down. Now again, this is your choice. Do you want to leave your weight away from the mat, or do you want to bring it all the way down? That is, again, up to you. Lift away. A nice hip flexor stretch here into that right leg. Up we go. Squeeze to the top and lower down. And again, one more time. Squeeze to the top and lower down. Now lower all the way down. Lift the leg, take the ball and place it between the knees. Open the arms and knee roll over to your right and then to your left. Over we go. Wonderful. So we've used various positions today during our class. And then, all right, one more time. Then center, take the ball away, place it now behind that left knee, place the foot down. Are we ready? We're going to come up, squeeze as high as you can, point the toe, and then come down. So as you rise, the leg comes up with you, yeah, and then lower down. So really feeling it into that hamstring even further. So you're not only now working dominantly on that other leg, I won't say right or left in case you're working on different side to me, but that glute is working so hard, isn't it? You've got a burn around the thigh. You've got 3 left. They want to do 8 each side. You're going to do 8 on the right side. We've got to do 8 on the left. Okay. One more. Lift up and lower down. Load it through. Take the knees and ball between the knees. Bring the knees into the chest and then just rock off side to side. Three, 2, and 1. Placing your arms down, squeeze the heels down into the ground and lift up. Take your heels away from the floor and lower them. And again, lift up. So it's harder when we take the heels away. So when I was doing rock and rolling with you, when we were standing, yeah, just kind of think of it like that now. Yeah, and again, and away, round we go. And all the way down, bring the heels down into the ground, and then just take the ball away from you and rock the knees over to one side. Any side you like, keeping your opposite shoulder down. A nice stretch through the lower back. And then to your center. And then we're going to come over the other side. Okay, into your center. Hands just behind where you were playing with the ball on those hamstrings. Inhale, exhale, and turn it around onto all fours. And I'm going to come to the front of this position. Okay. All right, now from there, ladies, I'm going to and Nick, sorry, I'm going to bring my right leg forward. All right, I'm in right leg forward. I'm going to take my left leg back. Right, so now I'm going to place my left hand down and my right arm up to the ceiling. There we go. Now you can always drop the back knee if you want to, right? You don't have to. It's a hip flexor stretch I want. Then I'm going to bring this arm down and I'm going to take it inside my knee, see if I can get my elbow down onto the floor. Yeah, can I get it there? No, it's not going to come down. All right, now place the hand back, all right, and then just scoop that leg back and then bring it round the other side. Yeah, round the other side. So set yourself into that stretch. Lean into it. Back knee off the floor if you want to, or down. Lift up into rotation. Then drop the back knee. Bring that arm down on the inside of the thigh, and then you're able to get any closer to the floor on this side. Lovely. And then from there, just press down into your hands, facing that foot back behind you, and then coming into a little extension, and then into flexion. And again, lovely stretch of the abdominals as well. Okay, flat back, toes under, prop yourself up into your calf stretch. Walk your hands to your feet and hold on to your ankles. Stretch out those hamstrings. And then roll it up. As you roll it up to the top, take your right arm up behind your head, above your head, sorry. Take it down behind you. Take the left arm and coming into a little tricep stretch. And just bringing it over so you've got a nice opener through the waist again. Now, as you come up to the top, thumbs up, push back. So you're stretching out your triceps, front of the shoulders, and opening out the chest. Other side, up we go, hold, and over we go. There. Okay, open through. Rotation right, and then rotation left. And again. Now we go to your right side, and then to your left. Okay. From here, just coming down, opening through those arms into a little chair pose. Move my screen slightly. The chair pose. I've come down into